What up, what up, what up? What's the deal? What's going on? Let me go over here and pin this up real quick. Yeah. It's going to be a lot of chalky plays throughout the industry for sure. We already know that. I don't want to do too much here, right? I ain't going to stunt, but I do just want to come on here and talk a little, I ain't going to say talk a little smack, but, I ain't going to say talk a little smack, but, do a little something, right? Maybe a parlay or something like that. Good morning, Black Harry Potter. Happy holidays. Let's have it. Yes, sir. You already know. My guy. You already know. You already know. Yep. So, like I said, I looked through a lot of this stuff, man. What up, Select? Popping through. Are you doing Monday Night NFL? No, I'm not. What I will do here, though, I will go over here, and I think I like. I do think I like. What's my boy name? I do like I think I like A-Chain, but I haven't really looked into it like that. But I'll ask Jackson though. Give me your top Monday Night Football plays. Okay? Bang. Let them cook that real quick, Let them cook that real quick. You feel me? Now, I don't have an official play. I probably got one. I got one. I might, probably got one. I didn't even get a chance to get through looking at all of the plays, man. I was actually listening to my homie shit, man. So, but right now, just going through the games, whatever case may be. You took Firemouth over 14.5 receiving yards. Bet. Shout out to Harry Potter with the play. Okay, I'll definitely look into that. Thank you guys for coming sliding through and dropping y'all plays and whatever y'all like, whatever y'all think y'all like. I definitely don't mind, checking it out. That's still cooking for that game. All those plays that we set to the side that we liked, that is just like actually the list, whatever yesterday was like 15 or 30 of them hit. Jordan Walsh over 5.5 rebounds to start off. Okay, kicking it off. He kicking it off. All right, so me personally, I did like a play in this one. But we found our edges off the injury report, things of that nature. So and how we always Peyton Pritchard downgraded to questionable. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I feel like hey, we always know, man. Our best edge is gonna come from the injury report. I live and breathe for that injury report, man, because you're gonna find gems. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna find gems. You know what I'm saying? So, and I got one. I got one for you. You know what I'm saying? For y'all, or whatever the case may be, a few. So Peyton Pritchard downgraded to questionable, early downgrades. also mean, more than likely, I say they closer to being out than in. So I'll just say that. So just fast forwarding it real quick. And I do think that solidifies more minutes for somebody like Walsh. And Derek White and Peyton Pritchard. Derek White could definitely see, more minutes, more shots. And then somebody like Anthony Simons can step into the fold. His 3-pointers at 2.5 at plus money. So that's something that you could definitely take a look at. Okay. In the event of one of these guys being out, him being out or something like that. So you could definitely take your talents or your bets over there. So probably his numbers are probably set for him to be out, right? I see 1.5 threes minus 265. Okay, so yeah, right. So somebody like him, something you want, I'm gonna want to keep an eye out on. I'll put that to the side, right? But all of the usual suspects here and everything is in play, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's in play. I mean, what do you want me to say? I mean, your Peyton Pritchards, your Derek Whites, the backcourt here. Not a big fan of the backcourt, especially when you get in the usage of these guys. You know what I'm saying? These guards back here, and these guards and Jaylen Brown going to be doing the heavy lifting. So I can't talk you off any of that shit, man. I just don't, good saying ain't part of the atmosphere. I don't have an official play. The 21.5 field goal attempts was something that I didn't mind here, okay? Field goal attempts, there's going to be some days, right, that he goes out there, and he's only 2 of 5 to this number, but it's at 22.5 now, so it's still steep, but, he's shown the ability to get there, right? So Jaylen Brown, he's averaging, in his last 10, he's averaging 22 field goal attempts, so that's something that you could take a look at outside the other things, right? 30.5 points versus Detroit. Last 2 games this season versus Detroit, he has gotten there, okay? So it is what it is with that situation. A lot of no-brainer plays. Now, shout out to Harry Potter here. Definitely, the 8.5. It definitely looks sexy. It definitely looks sexy, man. It definitely looks sexy for sure. Even at 1-3, man. Even at 1-3 as a parlay piece, and he's over a 1.5 3 and 2 of 3. Yeah, right. And then the 5.5 rebounds. Somebody just going to be out there. So I couldn't talk you off anything for him, bro. Straight up, man. So shout out to him. Name is Kada. He's going to be out there, but I like Duran a little bit better in his spot. I do. Not saying he can't get there because he has been, he's got games like 25 rebound chances here versus Gobert, 23 versus Toronto, and 21 versus Milwaukee. He's going to be out there. As long as he stays out of foul trouble, there's a way that he can get there. But last time, he only played one of the games versus Detroit this season, and he did have played 26 minutes, 12 rebound chances. He did not get his rebound prop. Or whatever the line was at the time, but, it is what it is. Rewinding back, Duran, because of the matchup, I don't think Kada will be pulling him out the rim no time soon or anything like that. So I really do think the 11.5 rebounds are in play. 16 rebounds versus Detroit, then 7 rebounds versus Atlanta. He probably had to move around the perimeter a little bit more than he liked. Versus Boston, though, this season, both games, 18 rebounds, 16 rebounds. The 11.5 rebounds are in play. I ain't even going to stunt like it is. I'm just letting you know, right? Tobias Harris. Don't want to take a lot of time right now, though. I ain't even gonna lie. Duncan Robinson, 2.5 threes is a yes, please. With a hit rate like that, he's a marksman, man. Cade Cunningham, don't know how I feel about his assist prop. He's got 8 and 5 assists versus this team. He has hit the 3 versus them, though. If you're looking for a parlay piece, the 1.5 threes could be of some help. Right, he did take 26 shots versus them the last time these two teams played. Prior to that, he took 18 shots. So, what is this field goal attempts? 21.5. I don't know, man. That'd be a lot. But I'm gonna keep it moving, though. I'm gonna keep it moving. I don't want to be on here for a long time. Toronto, Miami, a pace-up matchup for Toronto here. Taking a look at the pace here. On the season here, let's see. Miami Heat number 1, Bulls number 2, Portland, Utah, right? So that's the season pace numbers. We can go for how about last 7 games pace? Last 7 games, Portland number 1. Wait a minute. Portland number 1, Miami Heat number 4, Bulls sliding back here. We're not talking about the Bulls though. And then down here at the bottom of the barrel would be Boston and Toronto and Knicks and shit like that. Last 7 games. So the pace is down, but it's to be a pace up, right? More opportunities, more opportunities. Shot attempts, rebounds, assists, 3-point attempt, more possessions, right? A few more possessions could be, just up and down track meet type shit, right? So, Miami number 4. I'm not gonna look into anymore. I could go to the last 5 games, but I'm not gonna take into too much into that right now, right? But remember, Toronto is always, they play a little bit slower. Last 5 games, San Antonio number 1 in pace, New Orleans creeping up, shit like that, right? Miami number 7. So, it's going to be a pace-up matchup for these guys. So, a few more extra shot attempts and things like that to be had. What I like, what I see, I don't have a lot of official plays, man, but the 2.5 assists, threes for quickly, I don't mind that, right? A few extra field goal attempts could be in play for him. Don't know what this field goal attempt is looking like, but 14.5. That I tell you what, the 14.5 field goal attempts, I wouldn't take the under. I would not. He's averaging 14 field goal attempts. Hasn't played Miami this season. 11 field goal attempts versus the Knicks. How about 3-point attempts? How about that? Seven and a half. He's averaging 7. I can see where they're going through. 17 and a half. I don't mind that. I do like that for sure. I really do like that. But looking at other things, I was going to be thinking about his assists. He could probably stumble to assists. He probably could stumble into his assists. But 2.5 threes, 3-point attempts, field goal attempts, points. I can't talk off any of it. I'm not. And Brandon Ingram coming off back-to-back games of 30 and 31 points, 18 and 20 shots. The 3 at 1.5, it's in play, right? I think I already got that set to the side. I'll set it to the side one more time just in case. Because of the matchup here and the pace that this game can be played at, I couldn't talk you off taking his 1.5 3. This 1.5 3 for Brandon Ingram. He's over in 2 straight games, 5 attempts or better in 2 straight games, and his 3-point attempts would look like 5.5. I don't think I'll go there, but he's over there attempts. I think in 2 straight games. No, 1. It's going to be a rebound on top opportunity. It's going to be assist opportunity. It's going to be things like that. Abaji, I can't. I'm moving around. Now, I do like this spot for Scotty Barnes rebounding, right? You know what I'm saying? A few different spots look giving off a little bit different data. But, historically versus this team, 2 of his last 3 games versus this team, he has double-digit rebounds. Actually, 3 of his last 5. One of those games was a triple-double, and he flirted with a triple-double. But none of those games were this season, right? None of those games were this season. And then looking at the power forward slot here, Defense versus position versus the power four slot here. These numbers are on the season right now. They could be different as of late, but Miami, over the course of the season, number 1 in points to the power forward spot, number 1 in rebounds, giving up the most rebounds to the power forward slot, rebound chances, the most rebound chances to the power forward slot, and then, let me see, what about three-point attempts? Three-point attempts, they giving them up. That don't mean they're going to make them, whatever, but that's three-point attempts. They number 3, three-pointers made. Miami, number 5. So, last year's numbers, though, well, 2 of his last 3 games, he has hit multiple threes versus them. But last year's numbers, they playing at a whole different pace than they've ever played at, right? Probably under Spoelstra. So, Scotty, man, you could probably find some value on his on his rebounds and assists. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. Rebounds and assists, he's over in 6 of 10. I can filter this to lately too, though. Let's check about lately. Let's say last 14 days. Okay. See what's changed. Miami number 5 in points to the power forward position. Miami number 3 to the power forward position in rebounds. Assists, Miami, top 10 still. Three-pointers made. Miami, 12. So they're better, getting better. In that time span, the last 14 days, they probably played 5 to 6 games, okay? So, it is what it is right there. But, if I'm filtering it at points-wise, they're in the green in points and the green in rebounds. Rebound chances are in the green. Probably number 1 in rebound chances. Nope. To the power forward position, nope. But, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So let's see. How about I go over here to Doink, and then I would say, he's averaging 15 shots. Okay, so I go to the defense. More than 15 field goal attempts. How about that? Bang. Put that in there. See what we come up with. Okay. More than power forwards, more than 15 field goal attempts since the start of the season. Paulo 24 and 11. Bridges 17 and 2 threes. Aaron Gordon 24, 1 3. Bridges again, 14, 12 rebounds, 7 assists. Tomani Kamara, 13 points, 7 rebounds. That's good for his standards. He took 13 threes. Wow. Anthony Towns, okay, of course. I ain't even going to count Anthony Towns. How about P.J. Washington, November 24th, 21 shots, 27 points, 3 threes, 8 rebounds. Okay, so that's it is what it is, right? I keep talking. But Jakob Poeltl, I probably won't be going to him. Pace-up matchup. He's efficient around the rim. I can see instances where he could get 10 points. Double-double, I don't know, right? Historically, 24 points, 17 points, 16 points. Probably a little big enough to get Bam moved out the way a little bit. 2 of those 3 games, he had double-doubles. So, it is what it is. Centers have been rebounding lately versus this team. 10 rebounds, 17, 13, 8, 11, 24. So, it kind of been a spot as of late for certain centers. We'll see. Davion Mitchell, if you want to look at his assist prop, be my guest. I couldn't talk you off of it. He's over his line at 6 of 10. Tyler Hero, I was really looking at the threes for Tyler Hero. They definitely in play. We know that, right? 2.5. The defense is giving this up at 6 of 10. His points prop sitting at 21. Norman Powell, old squad narrative. To this small forward position, they've been giving up some stats here, right? The 3, they over in 7 of 10. Defense giving it up in 7 of 10. This 3.5 rebound line is very low, so it's going to be some green there. And then that assist line at 2.5 is very low. They've been giving up that assist line really, really good. So Norman Powell's numbers could be in play for you guys. Andrew Wiggins, the 1.5, 3, I'm going to like that. As long as at 1.5, I'll start to shy away from him in the 2.5s, right? 15.5 points could be in play. Could be in play. Could be in play. But the 1.5 threes, I definitely like that. Bam Adebayo, I like the spot for Bam Adebayo, right? If he's going to go out there and get 30, 33, 34, 35 minutes, I like the spot for him. Definitely mobile, can get around Jakob, things like that. Then you get somebody like Mamu come in behind him, not the greatest defender. Numbers versus Toronto. The rebound numbers look pretty good too. 10, 20, 16, 12. Assist line's been looking pretty good as well. 10. He had a triple-double versus these motherfuckers a few games ago. But 7 assists, 5 assists, 1. We know, and then the assist prop for Bam is sitting at 2.5. We know Bam can get in the assist category. A lot of plays to like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have an official. I did put the 9.5 rebounds to the side here for Bam Adebayo. I just feel like this is a spot that where, you know, he could probably exploit personally, right? And you could also look at the points plus rebounds for him. I'll set that to the side as well. Like I said, just going through the slate today, didn't have any officials off the bat, but I will set that to the side as points plus rebounds as well. Dallas, Utah, right? Dallas, Utah. We know we got some guys that can really let it fly on both of these teams, right? So at the end of the day here, let me check the injury news real quick. Let me refresh this real quick. See if we got anyone who Jaden Suggs down with a hip contusion without a tank tournament. That boy's so injury prone. Payton, R.J. Berry returning to play to activities this week. Now, Anthony Davis is questionable. Gafford is questionable, right? Nurkic is out, right? So, I ain't gonna lie. One of my favorite, most painful plays, I'll go straight to it. My favorite, most painful plays is going to come with Nurkic being out, is going to come in the form of Kevin Love, right? He's not going to be started, so we have to go. We know Kyle Filipowski might get the start, but keep an eye on Daniel Gafford, right? Because I really want Daniel Gafford to play because they're going to need Kevin Love even more, right? One of these guys might come off the bench, but at the end of the day, if Kevin Love can keep his hands to himself, I'm going to have to have some interest there, right? So the last game he played, he did play 20 minutes. He was very active. His points prop sitting at 7.5. He took 15 shots versus Memphis on the 12th. 10 of those were threes. His threes sitting at 1.5 at plus money all across wherever the lines are available. And then we know what does Kevin Love do? He does rebound and he does shoot the three. You'll get a double-double for Kevin Love right now. As that's got to be a plus 1,300. That's got to be a plus 1,300, right? For my people who want to gamble, right? My people who just seriously want to gamble, right? Let's see what we can get here, right? Let's see. Plus 1,000 here on DraftKings on whatever the fuck this is. Bet365, and then like I said, over there on DraftKings you'll get that double for plus 1,300, and then it just flipped right here to Fanatics. Just flipped, say, you know what? Boom, the lines just changed right there in live time. They just said, we'll see you better. We'll give you one for 1,400. We dare him to do it, right? He does have a decent basketball IQ as to where he can pass the ball. So I couldn't talk you off his PRAs, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, his PRA. I mean, if he takes 10 shots tonight, 10 shots. Give me 10 shots. Give me 10 shots. You could even just, if you want to look at his rebound line, look, 10 rebounds for him is a plus 725. He just coming off a game where he had 8. 8 rebounds for him is plus 255. 10 points for him would be plus 181. He just coming off a game where he had 20. They probably don't even offer you a dub. Yeah, 20 points for him was plus 1,700 today. So, I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying. He probably ain't going to do nothing like that, but I'm just saying. And then, I ain't even going to lie. At one point, versus centers, it was one of the best spots on the board fucking with Dallas, right? On the season here, these are Dallas numbers. I'll just look at Dallas numbers on the season right here. Dallas numbers on the season, they were number 2 in giving up. On the season, as of right now, on the season, they number 2 versus centers in points, number 2 versus centers in rebounds. Rebound chances, they are number 5. And then Dallas 6 in assists, 3-point attempts for the center position. How about 3-pointers made? I'm not going to take too much into that. Okay, and then I can even take a look at the shot profile just to take a look and see how they're doing things and where they're giving things up at. Paint field goal attempts. Dallas on the season number 4 in paint field goal attempts. Okay, paint points on the season. Dallas number 1 on the season. Now I can filter it, by the days. How about the days? How about the last 14 days here, and take a look and see who's doing what, right? When it comes to the paint and stuff like that. So let that load up. So that doesn't load up for me, right? Okay. I'll go back to DVP then. Fuck it. I'll go back to DVP and then look at it like that. So go back to the points here. Center. How about the last 14 days. Last 14 days. Points. So Dallas is getting better, right? 5th in points in the paint. Points to the center position. Rebounds, Dallas 5th, right? So, a lot of that probably got something to do with Anthony Davis. 4th in assists as of late, right? 4th in assists as of late, right? 3-point made, Dallas. 4th. Last 2 weeks, right? So that 3 can be in play for somebody and then you could get them back to back because the big's going to be out there. I want to say Filipowski's going to get the start, right? And then without Nurkic, without Nurkic, he's only played 1 game this season without Nurkic, but he did go 2 for 2 for 3, and then he had 5 assists, and then he had 8 rebounds, right? Then just from a pure veteran savvy, but he's going to probably get like 20 minutes, right? 15 minutes, 20 minutes. But, he's got to keep his hands to himself. But Kevin Love going to have to come in there and do what he's going to have to do, right? But at the end of the day, 20 minutes versus Memphis, smaller Memphis team, last game. He did take 10 threes, okay? So at the end of the day, or, on the flip side, you're looking at, somebody like Anthony Davis or one of these guys getting busy on their ass, right? Because I can't see none of them motherfuckers guarding him, right? So at the end of the day, the 23.5 points for him, if he goes, you're definitely going to be in play. Anything about Dallas here, anything about Utah is pretty good, right? You know what I'm saying? Just, they're giving up, defense, Utah defense giving up pretty much everything. You know what I'm saying? So taking a look at points here. Utah number 1 in points as a team, green, right? Rebounds for Utah. These numbers are on the season. They 10th. They will be without Nurkic. Nurkic is a decent rebounder. Assists, Utah number 1, right? 3-point attempts, Utah number 3 in allowing 3-point attempts. Utah number 2 in 3-pointers made. So on and so forth as a team. So I don't have to keep on keeping on. You know what I'm saying? So, but Utah can put up some points too. But at the end of the day, when I'm looking at the Dallas team, Nembhard, he'll be in a position to hit his assist prop, right? Max Christie, he'll be in a position to hit his 3 prop, just 1.5. He's over in 7 of 10. If you're looking at somebody like, I wouldn't look at Cooper Flag, even though he'll fuck around and go out there and hit his. But Klay Thompson, he's over his 3-point prop in 8 of 10 with a beautiful history versus this team. He's over in a 9 of 9 versus this team. So it is what it is with that situation, right? You get P.J. Washington, the 1.5 3 was going to have to be in play, right? And then Anthony Davis should be in a prime spot no matter who's going to guard him, okay? So should be in a prime spot here, right? Versus Utah, 33, 26, 20, 30. I don't even got to look at that shit. Then the rebounds, he's rebounding the ball monstrously versus this team. 14, 13, 13, 11, 16, 15, 15, 11, 14, 11. Hadn't faced these guys this season. So what Anthony Davis are we going to see? I'm pretty much fine with, right, the 23.5 points, points plus rebounds, whatever you want to do. Good same game parlay atmosphere. Keontae George going to let it fly, right? He going to let it fly. You know what I'm saying? He going to let it fly. Savi, that 1.5 threes, he's over in 6 of 10. You see a lock flag in at 18.5 points. See you on the other side. I bet, man. You know, flag is coming into his own. Ace Bailey, that 1.5 3 for him has been, okay. You know what I'm saying? 7 of 10. I don't really go to his points or anything like that. Marketing, you're getting a discount right now at that 2.5 threes. He'll see some Washington all game long. He's been rebounding the ball pretty well. He's over his rebound line at 5 straight games. And then, like I said, Filipowski would be at the start, and then Kevin Love would probably play 15 to 20 minutes right behind him, right? So, truth be told, I ain't gonna lie. This is probably my favorite gamble of the day. I'll say gamble. I ain't gonna say play, right? His points prop sitting at 6.5 right now. Kevin Love. Points prop sitting at 6.5. His rebound prop sitting at 5.5. This is my favorite gamble of the day right here, right? And then if you go building shit out on these sites, you're probably gonna get some good numbers. Okay, that's my favorite gamble on the day, right? I like this. They're gonna shoot the 3, whether it's Filipowski, Love, and then the whole starting lineup. They're gonna let that motherfucker fly. So, yeah. I definitely, I got interest, bro. I got interest. I haven't looked at the rest of the games, but I'll go to this Houston and Denver right now, and the Rockets and the Nuggets, right? So, Thompson. Let me go see real quick. Easton. So. He's Easton, right? So Easton was the cash cow, right? After Easton came, when Easton got hurt, then we pivoted to Holiday, right? Now we go back to Easton, right? I mean, it just is what it is. Game overview. What type of injury did he have? Oblique. So, fast forwarded. Okoji, bang. Easton's gonna. Let me see something here. I got to do a little bit more reading up on Easton, but. Oh my God. I never had glasses on a day in my life, but I got glasses on the way. You took Şengün for 21 points. Bad. That should be some shit there, baby Joker. Where the fuck is Tari Easton at? I know I ain't crazy. Where is he at? Wow. Is he? What? He wasn't even in that lineup right there. So let me go to bench props real quick. Reed Shepard, Fred VanVleet, Steven Adams, Clint Capella, Jeff Green, Dorian Finney-Smith, Jason Tate. Where the fuck is he at? They're not even showing him on the bench. Steven Adams, Fred VanVleet, J.D. Davidson, Aaron Holiday, Reed Shepard. All right, go to game overview. I don't see Tari Easton right here either. So what are we doing? Here he is right here. So he hasn't played since the 14th. Minutes, he was getting his minutes in 29, 31, 24, 18, 20. Let me see something. Because I think he plays today. There you go, right there. You get 10 points for Tari Easton at plus 180 right now. What about what is his points over under? 7.5. Okay. Let me see something real quick. No, let me see something. Underdog, Tari Easton. Oblique, listed as questionable Monday. I need to look a little bit more into his injury, but he got lines, right? And here's a line that you want to be early to the. You want to be early. Long story short, you want to be early, okay? You want to be early and often, right? Because I played that 9.5 line for him. Then it went to like 10.5. I played that for a while, and you want to go right back to the well in that type shit, right? And then versus in a matchup like this. Matchup like this is I like the matchup, bro. Long story short, right? So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Let me go over here and see. Gordon and Braun. Yeah, I like the matchup here. Let me see something. Defense first position. Power forwards. Small forwards. Denver. I still like the matchup. Okay, so I can't flip it over. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. 22, 7, and 7. 68, 42, 38 passes. I'm in Thompson. November 21st. Shingun had 14. Okay. Josh Okogie, Kevin Durant. Did Gordon play that game? Yeah, no, he must have got hurt that game. He only played 3 minutes. Peyton Watson came in, played 34, almost had a double double. He had 10 rebounds. At Denver, Kevin Durant last 3 games on the road. 4 of his last 5 games on the road. He's been, getting busy. He's gonna have to show up today, right? He's gonna have to show up today. From a spot standpoint here, you got to like the spot for Kevin Durant. Is he gonna show up? You got to like the spot for Kevin Durant. You got Sengun going up against however they gonna do it, right? And how they gonna do the starting lineup, right? That's another thing, right? Because they can also start somebody like Steven Adams. So we'll see. But regardless of who starts, you got Sengun going up against Jokic, right? Jokic probably gonna try to kill this guy. Okay? Sengun is not good defensively or nothing like that. He'll have to keep his hands to himself. Sengun's going to have to try to be aggressive offensively as well. But when you're talking about a pure matchup standpoint and no Aaron Gordon, you got to look at Kevin Durant. You got to look at Kevin Durant today. Now, will he come out here and be ass? Yeah, he could do that, right? But he better not do that today, right? So we'll see what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what's going to happen. Field goal attempts for Kevin Durant would be looking like 17.5. He's over this number 2 of his last 5 games, but flirt with it, most of them except for that last game. The books know it. I got to check into that Tyree Easton injury because his numbers. The books know the books know he should be good to go. I need to take a little bit more diving into those injury numbers and stuff like that to take a look at that because, yeah, he should be good to go with the numbers that he's got out there. So Kevin Durant. Boy, as much as I don't like fucking with this boy here, man, I got to put his props to the side. Rebounding. I got power forward and small forward up there. Small forward. Let me see. Rebound. Denver's numbers. 3-point attempts. 3-pointers made. What about the power forward position? Denver's numbers. Assists, potential assists, field goal attempts for the power forward position. Okay. Man, I think I like. Man, I don't know, man. I might like the Rockets today. I might. Yesterday, man, how the fuck did Miami? I mean, Milwaukee, they took an L, but I did take. I caught them out there sleeping. They caught me sleeping. I caught their ass sleeping. Right. I took Milwaukee and I took the Bulls. And I took the Pelicans. So I profited on that either way it went. But Jabari Smith 21 and 11. He's rebounding the ball pretty good versus this team. 6.5 rebounds for Jabari. That's going to have to be in play. 22 rebound chances. That's going to have to be in play. I'm going to have to set that to the side. Lean, but I'm going to set it to the side. Throwbacks. Cast on your birthday. Shout out to Throwbacks. Shout out to you. I got a birthday coming up in a little bit less than a month, right? So shout out to you, my guy. Shout out to you. The rebound prop for Jabari Smith, I had to put that to the side as well. You could also look at points plus rebounds if you want. The one I don't mind his 1.5 threes, but it's at 2.5. I can't do it, right? 2.5 threes for him at plus 158. So his 1.5 threes probably still is a parlay piece of the minus 184. If you want to get there, he's got 2 threes or better. And he's hit 2 threes or better in 7 of his last 10 games. So it is what it is. He's been dropping that 1.5 assists too. That 1.5 assists, he's over in 7 of 10. And then the defense is giving that 1.5 assists up in 7 of 10. So you could look at his rebounds and assists as well, but I probably wouldn't. I probably would just look at his rebounds. I ain't even going to stunt. Alper Sengun. What up, Ed? What's up, Ed? Alper Sengun. If I'm taking a center, I'm taking Joker. I'm taking Joker over Alper Sengun. I ain't going to stunt. I just need Alper Sengun to keep his fucking hands to himself if I decide to bet on him. This number's at 20.5. He hasn't hit this number in 5 straight games versus the Joker. Now the rebounds, I like the rebounds a little bit more. But because I know Joker will let you get them boards. But it's a sticky situation. Could be a sticky situation here. There's no way for me to see the fouls, right? I wanted to see the fouls on his ass, man. But he would have to be aggressive. You're going to have to be aggressive going against Joker today. If I'm Alper Sengun, I'm thinking aggression. He's taken around 20 shots in 3 straight games. Let's take a look at his field goal attempts. 16.5. I don't know. But one thing you could probably look at, he ain't even taking no threes. Let me see. Switch it out here. Steven Adams. His rebound sitting at 6.5. He's over that line at 9 of 10. And versus Denver, this season he had 8 rebounds. I think this is an okay play here, right? The 6.5 rebounds for Steven Adams. I'll set it to the side. You're going to get plus money for his 1.5 assists. He's over it the last time these two teams played. He's over this 1.5 assists in 6 of their last 10 games. The veterans tend to, grab the rebound and able to make that right pass pretty quickly, right? So you can look at his rebounds plus assists. I don't mind his rebounds, though. At 6.5, going up against the Joker, knowing the Joker will let you get your rebounds, right? If you're feeling froggy, you get 10 rebounds for him at plus 340. So it is what it is with that situation, okay? Jamal Murray, last time these two teams played, he gave him 3 threes, 26 points. I don't mind the threes. He gave their ass a double-double too, man. 10 assists. And I can see it, right? Because if you got Joker out there getting busy, and these motherfuckers can get assists off each other. Now, I keep saying this shit every night, right? Joker can get assists off his ass. He can get assists off Joker. Because if I fast forward this motherfucker to Joker, I know he'd be going upside this boy head for sure, right? So not really. Not as well. 34 points this season, 4 for 8 for 3, 3 for 5 for 3 last game versus Houston. They won. What was the score of that game? That last year's game, 126-111 there. But I don't think Joker gonna play with him today, right? With Durant out there, I don't think he's gonna play with him today. He's giving 32 here. 38 there, 36 there, some hefty rebound numbers, 21, 19, 10, 16, 7, and 10. Last 3 games, 4 of his last 5 games versus this team, he has not had a triple-double. So those are some things to take a look at, right? So, Jamal Murray's assist can definitely be in play. But he's been dropping dimes either way it go, Jamal Murray, right? So, he's been dropping dimes. For their last 5 games, they've given up this assist prop to point guards: James Harden, Nembhard, Westbrook, and Keontae George. So it can happen, right? 6.5 assists for Jamal is in play. I'll say it to the side as a hit rate. Don't know if I'll go there. Cam Johnson, I think he can hit the 3 versus this team. His 3 is only sitting at 1.5, but I'm scared, right? I ain't going to sit there and stunt. The 3.5 rebounds, he's over in 4, 8 of 10. The assists, I'll probably just not fuck with him. Truth be told. Spencer Jones, nope. Peyton Watson, tough matchup here. I think he had 10 rebounds versus this team. Last time, he played 34 minutes, 10 boards. Rebound something you can look at. But me, I'm looking at them boys, man. Either if it's Joker, Jamal Murray, that's what I'm looking at, man, straight up. The people who need to, do what they need to do to win this game. Not saying everybody else don't, but, I'm sticking to the highest usage players, and it is what it is if I'm going to bet this game. Joker, I couldn't talk you off the 28.5 points or the 1.5 threes, right? I'll set the 1.5 threes to the side. Something tell me he probably going to make 3 or 4 of them motherfuckers today, right? I ain't even going to stunt. Versus this team last time, he probably seen some Steven Adams. He hit 4 threes. He took 8 of them. He probably going to take a decent amount of threes today. Who knows, right? Who knows? Free throws could be in play for him as well. Took 8 of them. Took 10 of them last game. So it is what it is. Last game on the docket is the Memphis game. I didn't look at this game, but I have a few things in mind here. Taking a look at the injury news here. James Harden questionable, Batum questionable. Brandon Clark doubtful. That means he's on the way though. They definitely gonna need that. Edie's out, right? So my favorite play was last time the Grizzlies played was Aldama, right? Got right straight to business, right? So the 1.5 3, yes, please, right? The points, his points opened up at 11.5. I got it at 12.5 last game. Now his points at 14.5, and I'm kind of skeptical. Back-to-back games with double-digit shot attempts. Okay, Ja Morant, he's in that mode. He need these guys to wake up. No Edie, whatever the case may be. So he's gonna need some guys to score. So at the end of the day, we could take a look at his field goal attempts here. Santi Aldama's on point at 11.5. Right, took 15 last game. That number is pretty efficient. I would say I would say that number is pretty efficient at 11.5. He's averaging 11 shots, but they just know he's going to be a little bit more aggressive, right? So 11 shots versus Portland, 15 shots versus Memphis. Now, if he's playing the 4, do we see a mismatch for him, right? Who he's going to be? He's probably going to see some who? So John Collins. Or is he playing a 4? Or is he playing a 5? Hmm. 14.5 points. I don't think I want to go there. But I don't mind the 1.5 threes, okay? I don't think I want to go to 14.5 points, but back-to-back games with 22 points. It is what it is, right? He's shooting the ball, as of late, he's shooting the ball more than Jaren Jackson. He's scoring better than Jaren Jackson right now. So we'll see what's going to happen. We will. But he could be on your radar. I think I just put him to the side. Yeah, he could be on y'all radar. 1.5 threes is a parlay piece for me. I'll tell you like that. Ja Morant, the assist prop. It's going to have to be a yes for me, bro. I ain't even going to lie. It's going to have to be a yes for me. And I'll tell you, what I won't do is I probably wouldn't take the under. Now, it's all season long, Ja Morant been missing them threes and shit like that. Now he's over his line, his three-point line. The first game he came back. Of course, it was versus Utah. So, it was versus Utah. But even prior to him leaving, he was over his 3-point line in 2 of his last 3 games. So, I mean, however you want to count it, right? His assist line is over in 7 of 10. Versus the Clippers, hadn't faced them this season. The potential's there. Could have been more, but it is what it is. Cedric Howard. Damn. 14 rebounds here versus the Clippers. 12 rebounds versus Utah. That boy had been rebounding the ball like a mug. 5, 4, 3, and 6. He ended up having 6 assists last time these two teams played. Last time they played, he had 6 assists and 12 boards. Wow. Damn. I got to keep an eye on that. Ooh. Jalen Wells has been killing the 3 game. Over in 8 of 10. You can look at that 1.5 3. 11.5 points. You can definitely look at that. He had 17 versus the Clippers and 3 threes last time in a win. Last time these two teams played. Whew, man. Aldama, like I said, Aldama. He did play 24 minutes versus this Clippers team on the 5th. He only had 7 points. He went 0 for 3 for 3. There was Edie though, right? Let me see. Edie did play that game, right? Yes, he did. He played 29 minutes and 10 and 8. Okay. He played 29 minutes. So Santi Aldama can probably still see a little bit more usage. I'll stick with the 3s for right now. I don't think I want to go to that 5th, 14.5 points. Jaren Jackson Jr., I don't know what he's been doing this season. I don't know. I don't even know if he's playing the 4 or the 5. He's listed at the 5 here. I don't know what he's been doing this season, though, man. Straight up, I don't know. He's over this 1.5 assist line in 9 of his last 10 games. That 1.5 assist line could be something you can look at. The defense has given that up in 8 of their last 10 games. But right now, I just don't know. Let me see what's going on, man. Let's just see some breaking news right here. Let's see. Torn ACL. Michael Parsons. We play them. My Bears play them tomorrow. Saturday. And I wanted him to play, bro. I wanted him to play. You know what I'm saying? I wanted him to play. I wanted him to play. But I'll slap the 1.5 assists to the side for this kid, and I'll keep it moving. Okay. Some of these bench players, though, man. Let me see. Pope, Cam Spencer. 10.5 point prop. 1.5 threes. He's over in 8 of 10. Assist prop at 3.5. He's over in 9 of 10. Cam Spencer. I'm going to put his 1.5 threes to the side. Cam Spencer. Then flip that back. And Cedric Howard. The rebound for him is 6.5. Then assists. Rebounds and assists. Rebounds and assists or PRAs. PRAs at 22.5. He's over in 2 of 3. I'm going to have to put something to the side for him and just say I'm undecided. I'm just put undecided. How tall is this kid? How tall is this motherfucker? Cedric Howard. How tall is Cedric Howard?
There are a few different Cedric Howards.
Not
the
Howard.
basketball player Cedric Howard is around 6'5" or 6'6". Other football players,
Cedric Howard, 6'5". Ed said Cam Spencer been killing it. Yeah, for sure. You can look at the 3-point lines for these motherfuckers here, man. Straight up. Jalen Wells been balling for his standards. How many shots did John Morant take? 20? What's his shot attempts? John Morant. 15 and a half. John Morant gonna see some he gonna see some done. John Morant definitely gonna see some done. So I definitely don't mind this assist. He gonna see some done. I don't mind his assist. That means everybody else can probably try to get active. All right, let's keep it moving. Harden, he's questionable, right? So I don't know if Harden goes or not. I truly don't know if he goes or not. Harden's questionable. Batum's questionable. I truly don't know if Harden goes or not, right? I don't. I'm going to take a rain check on that one. Chris Dunn. 8.5 points. Look, I don't mind it. I don't. Especially if you're going to get somebody like Harden out. What can we see if Harden's out? Who could we see? We could see, boy, I don't know. Bogdanovich? I'm going to see. Chris Dunn. First of all, what is his Kawhi Leonard's shot attempts? Took 23 versus these guys last time in the L. His shot attempts got to be 18 and a half. 18 and a half. Let's see. 19 and a half. Shit, I like it. I like it. I like the 19 and a half. I do. He's averaging 20 shots in his last 10 games. He's over that number in 1, 2, 3, 7 of 10. 19 and a half field goal attempts. As green as them boys look as of late, knowing how offensively challenged this team can be, I got to like the 19 and a half field goal attempts for him. The 3-point attempts, 3 points at 2.5 is doable for him. It's doable for Kawhi, but it's doable. But Chris Dunn, I would be looking at a fantasy score. If it's not too high, I think you could jump on the fantasy score for him like right away. Multiple steals in 6 of his last 7 games. 5 steals, 2 steals, 1. 2 steals, 2 steals, 3 steals, 2 steals. That's 3 points apiece. Assists in at 3.5. He's over in back-to-back games. Field goal attempts. If he could get, I would be really like that 11 3-point attempts. Field goal attempts, but his 3 is sitting at a half of 3 at a parlay piece. I have interest in Chris Dunn in some shape, form, or fashion for sure. I'm thinking about his fantasy score here. So what I'm going to do here is put his PRA to the side, and then I'm going to track it under fantasy score. Fantasy score for a pick'em line. I will come over here and then take a look at. Damn, I'm just talking like I ain't got to go to work. I want to see something. Chris Dunn, 20 and a half. 20 and a half. 20 and a half. 20 and a half. 13 versus Memphis. 20 and a half. 2 steals is 6 points for 2 steals. That's 6 points. 3 assists will probably be about 4.5. That'd be 10 and a half. 4 rebounds, about 14 and a half. And about 8 points, and about 6 points. That'll get them about 20 and a half. That'll get them about 20 and a half. It's in play. It's in play. His fantasy score is in play. Definitely is. His fantasy score is in play. I've been playing that 3-man power play is a 6X. I've been married to that, right? That 3-leg. Sometimes that shit is more. You get paid more for that than you get paid on the books. That 3-man power play, that 3-man parlay power play, yeah, that motherfucker. At 6X, they got it on on they got it across the industry on the pick'em sites. That's a good line. That's a good line. So Kawhi Leonard, his points and his field goal attempts, I think they're in play, right? I do. Smaller team, no Edie out there where you could definitely take a look at his rebounds. He had 8 rebounds last time these two teams played. 4 assists last time these two teams played. If you think there's no Harden, you need to jump on this play, his PRAs, all that shit, like right away type shit. John Collins, he's been okay in spots. 16 points versus the team. Last time these two teams played, 2 threes. Every time I take his assist prop, he sell. But, he's over his assist prop with 6 of 10. It's only 1 assist. It's a parlay piece minus 155 in spots. They've given up 1 assist in 9 of their last 10 games. Power forwards have been getting busy on their ass right now. As of late, they're 12.5 points. I could not talk you off of it. If he's going to go out there and get the last 2 games, he only took 7 shots. But prior to that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games, he had double-digit shot attempts. Even if you want to slide him in there for 10 points on a parlay piece or something like that, I couldn't talk you off of it. Almost had a double-double versus his old team. And they gave him a few more minutes right there. They got the win. They gave him a few more minutes right there. So he'll have a few more shots if there's no so he played Memphis here. He had 10 points, 7 boards. They played Memphis right here. He had 16 points, 2 boards. So the points would probably be the 1, right? Let's see. Defense versus position, power 4 points. Memphis, I don't know what Memphis been doing, but they're giving up the 3rd most points, the rebounds. They're giving up the 5th most rebound chances, number 2 in rebound chances. Power forwards, 3-pointers made. Memphis, number 2 and giving up 3-pointers made to the power forward position. Field goal attempts to the power forward position. Memphis, number 2. Memphis versus power forwards is green, a lot of green. That's over the course of the season. And I don't know what Jaren Jackson been doing. I don't know, but they got him at the 5 right now. I don't know how they're going to try to do this shit. I don't know. All that leads to me to let me know, especially without Edie, you can slide down here to somebody like Zubac. Zubac should murder these guys, right? He should go crazy today. His rebound sitting at 12.5. You can use the double-doubles, a parlay piece, whatever the case may be. But, man, he should go crazy on their ass today. I ain't even going to stunt. He should go crazy with no Edie and like somebody. Ooh, man, he should go crazy. But, that's I'm listen. I'm having trouble trying to figure out who playing the 5 here, right? But if Jaren Jackson can find a way, if he's going to play the 5, he can find a way to go out there and take at least 5 threes. He can hit a few threes on Zubac. So that's like that 1.5 3. Let me see. He's over in 2 of 3 versus this team. If he's going to be the center, right? Or if they find a way to get Aldama out there and be the center, then Aldama's got 3 threes or better. His line's sitting at 1.5. He got 3 threes or better. A couple of these motherfuckers can stretch their ass out from 3 there. So, it is what it is. Jaren Jackson Jr. should have his hands full. But, man, if he's playing the 5 and he can be aggressive, he should be able to do a little something today, man. His points prop sitting at 17.5. He should be able to do a little something today. But one of the best rebounding spots, if you ask me, should be Zubac here, right? So if I'm looking for a source of rebounds, I got to look at Zubac. The defense versus position on the season is giving me John Collins numbers. Like, it's giving me numbers that they saying that they're not good versus power forwards, right? And I've been seeing that shit. I've been seeing that shit all season. I just been giving Jaren Jackson the benefit of the doubt. But you can see it's a lot of green here when it comes to points. Rebounds, green. Rebound chances, green. 3-point attempts, green. 3-pointers made, green. Field goal attempts, green, right? Field goals made, green. Defensive rebounds, green. Blocks and steals are green versus this team in the power forward position. So that pretty much sums it up here. Like I said, I don't have any official plays. I tell you, I give you official play where I'm gambling at, right? I told you guys. So where I'm gambling at today, I mean, Ooh, I'll just tell you this, right? So before I get to the play, don't get it twisted, right? I don't know how they're gonna play this shit, right? If Gafford is in, how they gonna play this? Gafford should not start. Or is he gonna start? Because let me see, Gafford, Dwight Powell, they can't start him. Anthony Davis, right? If he starts at the 5, he gonna start either way it go. They can't do nothing with him either way it goes. So, truthfully, this is like a really, 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 really good spot. Coming off this injury, he gonna start this first game back. Ed, we'll see. But that's even better though if he starts because Anthony Davis is in a monstrous spot. Okay, this whole team is in a beautiful spot. But like I said, that's even better. That's even better if he starts because let me see. So Kyle Filipowski is going to get the start. You can look at his 1.5 threes here, right? But I'm telling you, the play I'm gambling on today, he's going to have to keep his hands to himself. But I'm gambling on Kevin Love today with no Nurkic. He's going to be backing him up. I need him to get that same 20 minutes he got last game. Give me that same 20 minutes with that mentality. Took 15 shots, 4 of 10 for 3, 8 rebounds. Give me that shit. I'll take his fucking PRAs. But if you really want to gamble with his ass, like doing some ladder and shit, like 700 for the 10 rebounds, 8 rebounds plus 250. He put up a dub, 8 for 15, took 10 threes. Shit. 3 threes for him plus 326, 4 threes for them at plus 390. And he's a veteran. He knows how to, okay. And like I said, these motherfuckers, without Anthony Davis, they was not good versus the center position. And it's going to be interesting to see without Nurkic how they going to run this shit, especially if Gafford and, Anthony Davis start next to each other. I don't know if they're going to try to pull that shit off. I don't know. So the play that I'm gambling on today would be Kevin Love in some shape, form, or fashion, whether it's his PRAs, maybe his fucking threes. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him not getting there unless he, his rebounds is at 5.5, right? A great rebounder. Of course, Father Time is there, but I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Assists in that 1.5, like, boy, you don't even, man, shit. Just his baseline numbers, right? They give you the double-double. Money coming in. It was just $1,400 for Fanatics. Now it's $1,200 for the double-double is $1,200 for DraftKings, right? But I bet you could probably build this shit out somewhere. Look, I bet you could probably build this shit out somewhere. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, bro. And then the other play, I'm gambling at, is going to be until I hear otherwise, I'm taking his points, though. I ain't going to lie. Where the fuck? Oh, right here. I'm taking Tyrese at points. He gonna play. He gonna come. He gonna be coming in at the 3 and the 4. He gonna get his minutes some type of way. So going back here, this will be his first game back. His points prop sitting at 7.5 plus money for the 10. Coming off his first game injury. If he don't, we was playing the shit out. I was playing shit out of his points, right? I was playing shit out of his points. I was. Now, so I'll be looking at his points, right? 7.5, and I'll be continuing to play his points. While he was hurt, I was looking at Aaron Holiday. Aaron Holiday 1.5 3 still going to be in play. From a spot standpoint today, Jalen Duran. I like the spot for him. Bam Adebayo. I like the spot for him. Going up against Podol. Lo and behold, sneaky spot is Scotty Barnes. Anthony Davis. Wow, beautiful spot. Like, man. Like, man. Like, I would really want, I really would like, because because, boy, this is a great spot for Dallas. And then Utah's ability, let Utah be hot. Oh, this game could be one. It's already 239. Then you got Clay. Then you got, oh man, right? So spot wise here, I'm gonna like Joker and I'm gonna like Durant. As far as a spot wise, Joker and Durant. Durant got to come on with the come on today. Spot wise, I mean, if you just pinpointing the best spot on the board here, and somebody to impose their will would have to be Zubac, right? He would have to be the one with no Edie. Like, come on, man. Like, he would have to be the one. If they don't follow through with the game plan, they don't follow through with the game plan. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, right? These are the guys that should put you in a place to get some money. And then you take them for what they do. You don't be adding extra shit to them, right? We know Zubac, he can score and all that shit, but he's supposed to be out there for them rebounds, right? Joker, you know what he can do. You know what I'm saying? We know what Durant's supposed to be out there doing, right? Straight betting. Can't forget the straight bet, right? Marketing, right? So, and another thing, right? If they start both of them bigs, like Gafford, I'm definitely like marketing threes there. I definitely like marketing threes there. If they start Gafford and Anthony Davis, which I don't know if they do that, but if they do, it is what it is, right? You know what I'm saying? I can see instances where I don't go to Scotty Barnes, right? I just see instances where I don't go to him, but I don't. And you get an aggressive Bam out there, I think he could do some things, right? To Jakob and then, like I say, Duran, he from the 11.5 rebounds, I don't take them high-ass numbers, but I don't see a spot where they're going to put somebody out there that's going to stretch him out. I think he can be down there with Cater, and I think he can beat Cater on the rebounds. I didn't go through Jackson, so let's go through Jackson before I get out of here. Detroit Pistons at Boston plus 1.5. Pistons plus 1.5. Jackson likes, okay, the double. All right, whatever, right? Okay. Tari Easton, 3.5 rebounds. So Jackson like a little something about Tari Easton, right? This is my first time looking, so I didn't even look. But I don't know how many minutes he's going to play, okay? I don't mind the rebounds, though. 3.5, I don't. And Steven Adams, I really love the play here. I love the 6.5 rebounds here. I love the 6.5 rebounds. If he don't get there, he don't get there. I love it. Cam Spencer, over 14.5 points.
It sounds like you're discussing some NBA player props, specifically
Look at this motherfucker.
Tyrese Halliburton, possibly who you meant by
She done
Tyrese
cut my ass off.
Steven Adams rebound totals of 3.5
Let's see what she got to say.
6.5. Would you like me to look up their recent stats or today's lines?
Damn. That motherfucker voice activated. Like, wait a minute, I got some plays too. Cam Spencer, points and assists. He been killing it though, bro. I like the threes for him. He been killing assist prop, all that. So I did ask them for Monday night plays, right? Dolphins, Pittsburgh, under 42.5. That's what they like. Devon A-Chain, over 79.5 rushing yards. He's over this number in 4 straight, okay? Pat Freiermuth, over 1.5 receptions. He's over this number in 6 of 7. Greg Dulcich, receiving yards, over 17.5. He's over this in 4 straight. Okay. And then a quick rundown of the plays that we had set to the side. I don't have any officials. I don't have any official plays. I don't. But the Dunn, right? I pinned him for fantasy scores, something I don't mind. Undecided about Coward, right? I don't know how I want to attack him. Cam Spencer, the 1.5 threes is a parlay piece. Jaren Jackson, he's over this 1.5 assist line and at least 7 of 10. John Morant, I would not take the under assist for him. I would not take the under. Aldama, 1.5 threes, I can see it. Joker, 1.5 threes, but I like the spot for Joker. I'd never take his points. I don't mind taking his points today. I don't. Jamal Murray, I wouldn't take the under assist for him. I would not. Adams, I like the rebound prop for him. I just need him to stay out of foul trouble. I like the rebound prop for him. Jabari Smith, I think he's over this number at least 8 of 10 and 1.5 assists. Don't know if I'll go there. Rebounds, I think this is a good spot for him. Jabari Smith and possibly Durant on the back end while somebody like Joker's on perimeter. You know, he could clean up some rebounds on the back end. So Kevin Durant is supposed to pick up the slack today. Okay? You go out there and sell this 24.5 points. You're supposed to put up 30 today. Anthony Davis, like, what are we doing, right? Beautiful spot. Go out there and kill something. And Bam Adebayo, I like the spot for him. Either points, either rebounds. I'm starting to think I want to lean towards the rebounds, but it is what it is. Because of the pace, Brandon Ingram, he's in play, bro. Because of the pace, the 1.5 threes, he's going to be in play. Cade Cunningham, I mean, it's only 1.5 3, right? Duncan Robinson, 2.5 threes is a yes. Win, lose, or draw. Anthony Simons, if you want to jump on this line right now, be my guest. Because Peyton Pritchard is questionable. Early questionable tasks often lead to being out, but you can pause. You can pump your brakes if you want to. Max Christie's been a wagon. The 1.5 threes, I like that. 1.5 threes for Wiggins is a yes, please. Bam Adebayo, I had his rebounds right there. Scotty Barnes, his rebounds. He's got 3 of his last 4 games, including a triple-double. He's hitting his rebound prop versus them. I had the threes up there for him already. And then, the threes for Manuel Quickly, I couldn't talk you off of it. It's a pace-up matchup. He should have a lot more shot attempts. They play at like the 3rd or 4th slowest pace, right? Toronto, this will be the first time they play in Miami this season. This will be a pace-up matchup for them. Jalen Duren. And then the points for Quickly. Quickly could probably go crazy in this spot. And then, like I said, Jalen Duren, the rebound prop is in play. It's the other things that's in play in this game too, but, this one kind of like caught my eye. I wrote double-double and parlay piece, points plus rebounds, however you want to look at it. All right. Whew. And the plays that I'm gambling on Tari Easton points and Kevin Love. I might play. I don't know, man. He might be the one where I might say, fuck it and try to do a ladder. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Either his points, his rebounds. I don't even know. I'm still undecided on how I want to do it. But money's steady coming in. Peace out, man. Peace out.